Kenyans and Ugandans, please. Generally, these East African people, whenever there is gossip down, you see us, Cameroonians, Nigerians, we speak in English for all of you to listen. But when you guys have small gossip, that is it concern you. You are always speaking in Swahili. How do you expect us to hear Swahili? Mambo, Makadaja. Why? You speak in English. Let us listen the gossip you guys are giving. What you guys are doing is not fair.
One thing that people from West Africa you don't understand is that we from the East Africa, we are never told what to do. If you ever come to Kenya, there's a statement which you will find, and it's very common. It says, "Hatupangwingwi," which means nobody gives us orders on what we are supposed to do at any given time. We are in charge of anything which is happening. Yes, we understand Kiswahili, we understand English, and we are the one who decides when to use either way. We can use both of them or one of them, depending on how we feel like. And if by any chance you come across a Swahili video from East Africa and you don't understand Kiswahili, it means that video is not for you. You know, one thing you need to know is that you are not the audience of every video on the internet. If you find a video you don't understand the language, even if the people who are speaking, they're speaking about you, they're mentioning your name, they're showing you a picture, just know that it does not concern you. And even if you make a video and we, the East Africans, come to the comment section and we are using Kiswahili, whatever we are discussing there on the comments, it does not concern you. Just mind your own business. The first reason why we use Kiswahili when we are discussing certain topics is that they are private, they are classified and confidential, so that only those who understand Kiswahili can understand what we are saying. So if you don't understand it, just know it was not meant for you. But one thing that you should never do is to give us orders on what we are supposed to do. I mean, we are in charge. We are the one who decides what happens at any given point. That's why we say we are from East Africa. You know, when you hear that somebody's from the East, from East Africa, of course, those are wise men, and that's where the sun rises from. Meaning that in East Africa, you know, we are 2 hours ahead of West Africans. So we know what's happening 2 hours ahead before you know what's happening there. The brightness of the sunshine you are seeing right now in West Africa, we saw it 2 hours ago. When it's 8 in the morning in East Africa, we have woke up, we are working. In West Africa, you are still asleep because it's at night. Meaning what? We are the one who are the first-hand users of the sun. You are the second-hand users of the sun. So never find yourself in a position where you are like trying to advise us. If you really have some good advice for us East Africans, please keep that advice safe, somewhere safe, so that you can give it to your children and your grandchildren. They will need it more than we do. We don't need advice. Whether we are right or wrong, we don't need advice. Another reason why we use Kiswahili in some circumstances is because there are some things which cannot be translated. There is a joke in Kiswahili. If you translate it to English, it loses the funniness. There is an insult in Kiswahili. You translate it to English, it becomes a compliment. So you have to maintain it into its original language. Another reason why we use Kiswahili probably is the identity, to know each other. You know, if you are going through this comment section and you see somebody commenting in Kiswahili, automatically you know this is somebody from East Africa, and that's where we collect ourselves and we discuss our matters which are affecting us. Whatever we are discussing there might not even be related to the video which you posted, but it's like a meeting point for us to talk about things which concern us. So don't ever mind about Swahili comments in your videos. And also, Kiswahili being the most spoken African language in Africa, I don't find a reason why somebody should be offended when we use it. I mean, we use it whenever we want to use it. If you find a problem with us using Kiswahili, then you have a problem and you need help. And also, when you say that in West Africa you speak in English so that we can understand what you are saying, actually, it's kind of wrong, because in most cases, we don't understand what you're saying. We really struggle to understand what you're trying to say. You know, when a West African is speaking, from a distance, you can hear, yes, this person is speaking in English, but when you move closer, you realize it's not really English. It's a certain language which cannot even be rounded off to English. It's an half-caste of a language. So we have to strain, we have to pay double attention so that at least we can get what this person is trying to say. I mean, like, there are so many words which you have inserted inside English. I don't know, abi, wetin, oga. You know, those words, they have meaning in our language in Kiswahili. So when you throw them carelessly inside English and you speak to us, the intellectuals from East Africa, you interfere with the whole communication. And we don't understand what you're saying. Unless we have to remove the words, listen to you, then respond to you. I mean, to be honest and sincere, listening to a West African person speaking in English is like a punishment. You strain too much. Actually, you feel like, why can't this person speak in their local language, then find a translator or put subtitles? It would be actually far much better, rather than speaking in a language which seems like I understand, but I don't understand. You know, but we don't find a problem with that because it's a foreign language and you cannot force somebody to pronounce correctly words of a foreign language. I mean, more especially people like Nigerians, they are Nigeria, but they call themselves Nigeria. So if they can't pronounce their own country correctly, how do you expect them to pronounce other words? You have to use your brain and know this word that this person is saying, what's the context? If they say, for example, Jesus, it's up to you to decide whether they mean Jesus or Jesus. Because for them, it's just Jesus, Jesus. If they are saying George, it's up to you to know what they mean. Do they mean George or judge, like the one in the court? You have to see the context of the sentence, but we don't have a problem with that because we just have to use our intellectuals, the people from East Africa, so that we can try to decode whatever this person is saying. If a West African say axe, it's up to us to decide, do they mean the axe, the equipment for splitting firewood, or this person is trying to say to ask a question. So it's up to us to use our brains and know what this person is saying. So it's hard work. That's why I'm saying you have to use double attention. For us, we have never complained about that. We have struggled to make peace with that because that's who they are. You can never change people. Then why are you finding a problem with us speaking in Kiswahili? I mean, sometimes we speak in English when we want you to understand. And when we speak in Kiswahili, just know we don't want you to understand whatever we are saying. It's a private matter. And we don't have to apologize on that. If you are a non-Swahili speaker and you really want to know a few Swahili words which may be very helpful to you, make sure you come to Kenya. This is where we teach the real Swahili. Leave alone the Swahili for Tanzania. For them, they teach a lot of unnecessary vocabularies which you will never need them anywhere. In Kenya, we teach you all you need.